Hello everyone, welcome to Daily Brightness. Lots of good things to talk about today, but first, always our check-ins. Rach, how are you?
I'm good. I had a lovely time yesterday. My mum and my brother and Orson and Annabelle came down for the day, so that was nice.
Love that.
Nice little bit of family time, good for the soul, isn't it? So
It really
that
is.
was
You're
nice.
glowing as well, by the way.
I'm not. I've just literally just said the other day, I looked in the mirror, I was like, oh, I need a tan. I need Botox. I need a tan. I need my hair done. Like,
That's
thank
why I
God
got
for
a
these
hat
big
on.
old headphones because I'm hiding the greys as much as possible. Like, I'm not looking good. I'm definitely not looking at my best at the minute, but
Great.
we move. How are you? You're obviously at home. Talk to us all things baby.
I am currently at my sister's house. So for anyone listening, if there is some excess noise, I'm not going to apologise because it's my nephew and he can do whatever he wants. He gets a free pass. So yeah, we've obviously got Albie here. We've got I can finally tell you all, she had a baby girl. She is called Etta Ray.
She's
gorgeous.
Literally
perfect. Like, honestly, I was so emotional seeing her. Like, it's like a different, boys and girls is so different. Like when Albie was born, well, even Vinny and Harvey, I was like super emotional. I was like, oh my God, like I've got this little human being that I need to protect and like give all my love to. And then she came along and it's like different. It's like, it feels even more like pressure to like, not like a good pressure to protect and love. But I literally, funny story, we were out shopping. Obviously I came back home Friday. My plans changed a little bit in terms of time off. So quickly, literally had a stressful evening getting up here. Made it up here Friday. She gave birth literally, I think, an hour of me being here. Me and Mum went straight to Meadowall, went to Mama and Papa's. But by this point, we still didn't know what it was. So we still didn't know. And I was like, Mum, time's ticking. Like, we need to go and get the nursery decorated. I want to put all the clothes away. Like, I wanted to like make sure my sister came home from the hospital and it was like, you know, nice and settled with her having a C-section. Obviously, she can't do much, so she needs as much rest. So I was trying to like make it as stressful, as least amount of stress as possible, and went and bought all the stuff, got all neutrals, and I was like, oh Mum, let's have a quick coffee. Albie loves a little cup of tea. That was eventful because he was in devil mode for 2 days. And then we got a picture and it was a baby girl. I went, oh, we were all crying. And then first thing we said is, right, we've got to go back to Mama and Papa's. I need to change all the stuff. So I changed it all for like, you know, I had some pink things in there. And then I've like, yeah, just been trying to look after my sister really and make sure she's all right. But yeah, it's been amazing, honestly. It's like a whirlwind of a few days just settling her in and everyone meeting her. And any opportunity I get, I'm round here. Like, obviously doing my rehab and stuff. But we came round this morning, did rehab, came round again. I was like, right, give me the baby. Give me the gold.
So cute.
I just love her. I just love her so much. Like,
and it's so funny. Like I was saying to you the other day, like you've got 2 sisters, so there's 3 girls. And then all the next generation's all boys. And I was like, it's going to be another boy. I can just see it's going to be another boy.
Everyone thought boy, but I was one of few that said like girl from the beginning. And I said to my sister, I said, your whole like aura is different from Albie. Like she was dead like peaceful and calm. And I know this is a second, but I don't know, just all the aura was different. Her bump was different. Her body was different. Like it was just, I was like, something's different. Like everything's different. You're having a girl. I called it. I was like, you're having a girl. And then when she came through, I was like, oh my God. And everyone just melted. Like everyone's just been so happy that we've, one, the baby's healthy and my sister's healthy. But 2, we've got a little baby girl to mellow out the boys a little bit. She's going to need to rule the roost because
she's definitely going to rule the roost.
These 3 boys met her. Yeah, they've all met her. Miss Victoria met her yesterday, and the boys met her, and they were like, they're at that age now as well. I think they understand a little bit more. You know what it's like when Albie's like 3. We're trying to like introduce him and make sure he don't feel left out. So he's been getting double attention from me. But all he's been saying is, it's my baby girl. She's my baby girl. And he goes up to her like you just seen a minute ago. And he was like, I'm here. And then he's like practicing stroking her. But it's honestly like, yeah, it's just very overwhelming. Like I'm just really proud of my sister and Matt. And then little Etta Ray.
Such a nice. Honestly, babies just bring so much joy, don't they? It's mad.
I think this is the first 2 days I've literally forgot about everything. Like, and I mean completely. People are like, are you okay? Are you alive? And I'm like, yeah, like, I'm not even going to apologise. Like, I'm consumed by this baby. Like, I'm obsessed with, like, my nieces and nephews anyway. I can finally say that. I love it. But yeah, I was just like, I'm not even, and like just like worrying about my sister, and it's like any family member. I'm like, oh my God, I need to be there. I need to do this. Like I want to control situations, and how much my family mean to me. But honestly, she's just taken over like this last 2 days. But it's been nice. I've not even thought about anything else like at all, like not one
That's
bit.
good.
So I've had a brilliant week. It's topped it off. It's been the best time ever. So I'm making the most of every minute that I get with her. But yeah, it's just amazing. She's perfect.
She is perfect.
This episode is powered by British Gas, with Peak Save helping you get more out of your Sundays.
Sundays are our favourite day of the week. Everyone's switching on for kickoff, kettle, telly, the lot.
But with Peak Save from British Gas, you get half price electricity every Sunday from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Over 1 million people already use it to save, helping you make the most of your Sunday.
With 5 hours of cheaper electricity every Sunday, those savings really start to add up.
And it lines up perfectly with the football. You can relax, watch the game, and let the house do the work.
Search British Gas Peak Save to see how much you could be saving.
Terms and eligibility apply. Peak Save requires a smart meter, and normal standing charges still apply.
Right, moving on. If you listened to last Thursday's episode, you'll have heard our interview with David Copeland Smith.
What a brilliant one.
Beast Mode Soccer. Yeah. Did you enjoy it? Because I had a great time.
I loved it, and I love Dave. He's got such a good heart. Like, he really has such a good heart, and like his love for the podcast as well was like incredible. And the stories that came with him, I was like, I need more. And everyone was like, part two, want to know this. And I kind of loved that. I loved that the fans like jumped on it and was like, oh my God, we need to hear more about this. So he's definitely coming back on, by the way, guys.
Yeah, do you know what? Like, I got such amazing feedback from people. Like, they were like, I didn't really know what to expect, because obviously you've only really had like footballers on.
Yeah.
And they were like, it was such a good interview. Like, he seems amazing. You guys like bounced back off each other really well. And it felt like that. I had a really good time, and obviously he's so important to me. And you've obviously been around him quite a few times now, and you know how like,
it's just ledge, isn't it?
I think that's exactly why, like, you can see why he's been successful, because he cares so much. Like, that's the number one thing. Like, he's genuine, so incredibly caring. Like, he wants you to succeed. Once he invests in you, like, you're going all the way. And that, like, you can 100%. See that for all the players that he's trained and where they've gone, where they are now, or the journey that they're on now. Like, nobody's failed.
No, and I think staying true to himself is something that he's done that's been different to anyone else. Like, even when everyone else was doing something different, he was like, no, this is what's important. This is the foundation. This is what I'm based off, and I'm not budging. And like he said, at the end of the day, if you don't want to put the effort in, cool, I won't work with you. And I love that about him, because why waste your energy? Like, if people aren't going to put it in, you're not going to get out. And that is how that sort of stuff works. You know what I mean? He's not going to do it for you. Like, if you're 100% in, he's 100% back. And I think that's one of his like super strengths. And I think that is something that's made him extremely respectable.
I think those qualities are like hard to come by as well. Like, it's qualities that you and I both cherish and value, but it actually isn't easy to get out of a lot of people. And like, people supporting you and going all the way with you, you can count on your hand those people. Do you know what I mean?
Well, while he's not here and he can't defend himself, is there any funny stories of him that you've got from your time in America that he's probably, I mean, he'd probably tell you himself anyway, he's an open book, but while he's not here and he can't chirp in?
I don't know if they're necessarily about him, but if we're going to go back to the story about when I was at Rod Stewart's house, so basically,
we need to hear it.
So my mom is like diehard Rod Stewart fan, like obsessed with him. And one day Dave was just like, so I did an internship with Dave because obviously when I was at uni, I was in uni at New York. So in the summers I'd go to LA and play. I did that, I think, for 2 seasons. And then I needed to do an internship to get some credits up at uni. So I managed to basically wangle getting a whole semester worth of credits for one internship in the summer with Dave. It was great. Honestly, I had a blast. I basically just lived with him, like went to work with him.
Yeah.
Barely did anything, to be honest. Literally just trained. Like, I just got my internship by training and folding up a few T-shirts every now and again for his merch. But it was ace. But then one day he was just like, listen, like, I've got to go play like 5-a-side. Do you want to come? And I was like, who's playing? Like, well, I know anyone. Like, there's me thinking like some of the kids that he trains or some of the pro players that he trains. Like, and you know what I'm like? I get a bit nervous with stuff like that. Like, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm very comfortable when I'm comfortable, but if I'm not, I'm a bit like
apprehensive. Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I don't know, like, who's playing. He was like, oh, I actually don't really know. Like, it's just one of a group of like my old mates and whatever. So I was like, all right, is it all men? And he was like, yeah. I was like, for fuck's sake. So I was like, fine, yeah. And he was like, I don't think he told me where we were going, but it was on an evening. He was like, we're going to Beverly Hills. And I was like, have I trained there? And he's like, nah. And then we get there, go up all these hills, and I'm like, where are we going? Like these mansions left and right. I was like, literally, where am I going? He's like, it's Rod Stewart's house. And I was like, oh my God.
Why didn't he tell you before?
Because I think he would have thought, she won't go because there'll be celebrities there.
Yeah.
So I rang my mum. I'm like, look where I am. This is Rod Stewart's house. She was like, oh my God, no way. And he's got like a five-a-side pitch in his back garden.
Lulu must have been beside herself.
Yeah. And he's got, obviously like Celtic fans. He's got a massive Celtic badge on the wall. It was such a sick little place. Anyway, so I'm like, I'm not the type of person either that really like notices. Like a celebrity could smack me in the face and I wouldn't know who it is. Like I'm just not. I'm
you mean
so in
like
my own
me
world.
with Madonna in
yeah,
Tunnel or that?
literally.
What?
Unless someone points it out and says to me that's somebody, I'd be like, oh right, I don't know. Anyway, so I'm playing or whatever. I'm trying to like look around thinking I don't really know who these people are, whatever. And then all of a sudden, like I was playing sick. Like, you know, I love five-a-side. Like I was playing well. So I'm like, this is fun. So I'm like scored a few, whatever. All of a sudden, this geezer comes out of nowhere, knocks me into next week, like, but it's caged, right? So he absolutely smacks me into the cage, like the wall. And I turned around, I gave him a mouthful. I was like, what the fuck? Like, what are you doing? Like, because obviously, like, at this point, I'm like, probably shouldn't be playing, like,
yeah.
You know, I'm
Bit
like,
risky.
I've got a career to protect. So I had a right go at him, called him a few not
names.
Very nice words. Anyway, so then afterwards, Dave went up to me and he went, bit harsh. I was like, well, he shouldn't have fucking smacked me into the wall. He went, do you know who it is? And I was like, no. And he went, it's Halle Berry's husband. And the divorce has just gone through this week. So no wonder he's angry. And I was like, not my problem. Halle Berry, as in Catwoman, the Bond girl from Die Another Day, and the Oscar-winning actress from Monsters Ball.
Damn, that is crazy.
So that was, I think, the first and last time I went back there because I thought I'm not getting involved with that again.
Rachel got banned.
I was like, oh God, I'm sorry.
That is such an us thing to do, though. That's like, remember when you yawned in that sleeping meeting? So we had a meeting right at England camp. It was like a sleep meeting and meetings
before
in the
going
afternoon.
to the Olympics, weren't it?
Yeah, me and Rach aren't good at afternoon meetings. Like, we've checked out. Energy levels are super low. However, I'm a little bit more aware of when I'm yawning and not yawning. And so we're front row, right in front of this guy that's taking his time out to come to St. George's Park. We're doing the meeting. He's right in the middle and Rach goes, oh. And he went, oh, keeping you up, am I?
I was like,
did I just do that out loud? I went,
how many times do I do that though? And I think, oh God, I've just done that out loud.
Remember that time at Lift as well? This was another meeting. We were in Lift and it was, again, we're on England camp, so we knew everyone, but she'd do it with a stranger. And I love this. I love this about you because it's like when you've got something in your teeth, right? No one tells you. Why? So I've just gone the whole day with a seed in my teeth. Like, just tell me. So we were in a Lift anyway. And I knew she was going to say something because I stood opposite and I could see her looking in my face. And I'm like, she's going to say it. She's going to say it. She went, you've got something in your teeth. You need to get it out.
I was like, something in your teeth.
And everyone just went, and he went, oh, right, thanks. But there was a conversation already happening. And I could just see her, like, her little brain was, like, thinking. And I was like, she's going to say it.
I was thinking, like, how should I say it? It just came out. I think I've got fucking Tourette's or something there.
No, it's called ADHD, love. And there's no.
It literally just blurted that out.
But it was funny.
That was
the sleep meeting was hilarious. That was one of my favorites.
Yeah, I do kind of get myself into situations like this quite a lot, don't I? They make for funny stories, though.
Yeah, they do. And you don't do it in a malicious way. You just say how it is. I think that's the thing. If people want opinions, they ask us for them and then we give them and then it's...
But that's the thing. Like, when I've effed and jeffed at that geezer that knocked me into the fence, I'd do that to anyone, so I don't care who you are.
Yeah, your title don't make a difference.
If you're absolutely leathering a woman into a fence that hard, a fun, friendly five-a-side game, I'm going to call you a few not so nice names.
And I do stand by that rule. I don't care whether you're homeless or whether you're a millionaire. You get treated the same.
Well, if the world would be a better place if you were treated like that.
Yeah, but that don't happen. Of course it don't happen. That'd be too much to ask for, wouldn't it? But also, even regardless of your position, the way you treat people as well shouldn't not just what you receive, but what you give off should be the same. But it never does. You know what it's like. Money changes everyone.
Money talks.
Money talks. That's hilarious. I can't believe you got bodied in the cage and then... But you do that on the pitch. I've seen you do it on the pitch loads of times.
Exactly. Stand up for myself. I don't. No one else will.
Remember what clip came up the other day? That chick that slapped Sarah.
Oh my God, that was so funny. That was so funny. We should talk about that actually. That was hilarious.
That came up on I think it was my Instagram the other day, and I was like, oh my God. That was wild.
I think I was living in an alternate universe that day because I was like, what's happening? Like 3 times she socked her in the face.
Literally.
I was like,
and you know if that's not on the pitch, that out, it's not ending like that. So who was you playing?
West Ham.
It was West Ham. It was Villa against West Ham, and I can't remember the chick's name.
Hawa Sissoko.
And what was even happening? What was the incident?
No, so basically, I think we'd had a chance, and they were on the counter. But I don't know how she ended up there because she was a centre back. It was like near the halfway line.
But she always used to end up front. Don't you remember?
Yeah, she did mazes. Yeah, and then Sarah tackled her. Wasn't the best tackle, so granted, probably a yellow, but stopped the counter. Exactly what she needed to do. And it just turned into a brawl. Like Sarah
at first stood here, aren't they? And it's just because she's just like it's like a slap slash like punch.
Here.
Yeah,
like
it's like a
palmed her. But it was like 3 in a row, and I was like, I wasn't like super close to Sarah at that point. I wasn't long at Villa.
Yeah,
I remember Corsi running up and like grabbing Sarah. I went over to Howard, and I was because obviously I'd known her from West Ham anyway. But I was like, what are you doing? Like, don't do that. Like, you're gonna get sent off.
But she kept going back for more.
Yeah, no, and then it all kicked off like as she was going off as well. Like more red cards, yeah. That was crazy, but it comes up a lot.
You don't see that in the women's game very often at all. Like very, very rarely. What was that? You might know what. There was always videos of that chick. I swear it was in the American League, and she
ragged her head out.
It was like a 5-minute clip of all of her like assault, basically. It's not even football, that was assault. There was the one with the thing and then the one with the elbow. Oh my, in the back, she did that in the back. Oh my God, the TV. Just headbutted the TV.
Idiot.
Jesus Christ. But yeah, was that the American League? I'm right in thinking that, weren't I?
It was college, I think. Like American college.
Yeah, but she was wild. That's the only other thing I've seen in the women's game where it's like dirty play, if you like.
Yeah, a bit wild.
Like hair pulling. Oh my God. I'm not talking like a little pull either. If you know,
like,
you know.
Yaga!
Literally, the girl's head went, poof, she was down. Like whiplash. Right, anyway, FA Cup this weekend. One of my favourite trophies to compete for. Good not to be in action. But shall we whiz through the scores?
Yeah, start with your one. 2-1. Big win.
Big win. Really weird game, you know. I think we showed like a lot of grit, a lot of fight, and you know, Sammy scoring late on and then them getting the late one. They kind of, again, we've said it, they're a team that they're not done until they're done, until like the final whistle's gone. So yeah, I mean, they hit the bar. I think a goal for them was coming, but I think our fight and determination just to stay strong and to keep pushing. And yeah, I think, you know, putting them chances away, Sam scoring that goal and then Nay getting the second one. Do
you know what's so funny? I was watching it. I was like, I didn't know who scored, but then I saw the arms go up like that, and I was like, that's definitely Gerber. That's such an American thing when they like bounce.
Yeah, she's jumping up and down like, yay!
Because it was like a goal mile scramble. Like, I couldn't quite see who it was, and I was like, oh, that's definitely Gerber because it's such an American thing. If I'd scored
against United in that, I'd have been straight in front of their fans giving it them, because their fans give it us all game, like for 90 minutes. I cannot stand sitting on the sideline watching games. It's painful. I'm literally
so hard, isn't it?
My mum and dad were there, and I'm like, so this is how, again, my dad's a gem, drove me all the way down because my plans changed. So I was Sheffield Friday, Saturday, and then my plans changed. I was like, Dad, I have to be at this game. Like, I have to. One, I wanted to support the girls. 2, I presented Sam with her 150 shirt, which these are like special moments with like your people. And so I wanted to be there. So mum and dad drove me all the way down. We watched the game and then we drove all the way back straight away and then came straight to my sister's and was here till like 11 o'clock. Anyway, just a little day in the life of Mill. But I will literally, mum was like, oh God, you're not good at being on the sidelines, are you? I said, no, mum, I'm not. I'm antsy. I'm like, oh my God.
It's awful.
I'm commentating, then I'm like, oh my win the tackle. Like, I feel like I'm trying to like influence and.
Yeah.
But I think it was a little bit, you know what? I think United were a little bit flat. I don't know if it's because they played midweek but yeah, and listen, they had some really good chances. Jess Park for them is insane. Like she was a little bit quieter. I think Vela did an outstanding job against her at left back. I think she nullified her for pretty much 90% of the game. But when she drifts inside and she comes and plays as a 10 and overloads, obviously then you can't really follow her in there. And that's when she hit the bar. She had a chance in the first half, which she probably should have done better, to be fair. But listen, it's the FA Cup. I think the finalists coming up against each other in the 5th round is crazy. So we knew it was going to be hard. And then being able to go to extra time and the amount of injuries we have at the minute as well. I think the group showed like a great mentality to push through. I think it's been a tough time for us. But I think United will be good with that. I really do.
But replay comes on in the League Cup final, so we'll see what happens there.
Exactly.
Next up, Arsenal 3-0 against Bristol. Bit concerning about Olivia Smith going off on a stretcher.
Yeah, I know. I tried to watch it back, but I couldn't really see too much in the incident. So
I didn't see it. I only saw Mia Enderby for Liverpool go off on a stretcher. That was
bad. Yeah, that was bad. I feared for a knee on that. That looked awful. I hate seeing people go off on
the only thing
stretchers.
I think that she's got in her favour slightly. Sorry, we're completely going off topic from Arsenal, but it was more of a collision, wasn't it?
But then I just think her leg was planted, so then I think, shit, is she like hyperextended? Because that's horrible. I've had that with mine when you hyperextend. It's awful.
I hope for the best for both of them, but yeah.
But a good win for Arsenal. I think really good win for them, obviously. Yeah. I think always a tough draw for Bristol. But yeah, they're into the next round. Man City 4, Sheffield United 0. I think everyone kind of will have expected that. But again, City are just ploughing through people, aren't they?
Yeah. They just keep going on their roll, don't they? Then Liverpool 2, Everton 1. That was one. I didn't know which way that was going to go, but I feel like Liverpool are on a bit of an upward trajectory, so are Everton. But Merseyside derby, always a bit juicy, but 2-1 to Liverpool, so good win for them.
We've got Brighton 2, West Ham 1. Again, I weren't sure on this one, because I think Brighton have been a little bit up and down, and so have West Ham, but they picked up a little bit of momentum. But yeah, I weren't sure on this one. But I know Fran scored early on, so I think when you get that early goal, it kind of sets you up for the game, doesn't it?
I feel like they're a different team when they've got Fran on the pitch.
Yeah, she's their playmaker. She makes it tick.
Yeah, 100%. Then we've got Birmingham 8, Chatham Town 0. I think that's really sad because obviously it is the non-league side.
Yeah.
Going into that game, obviously super exciting, and yeah, to lose 8-0 is a tough one. But Birmingham are doing well in the Championship, so another good result for them.
They are Oxford 0, Charlton 1. I've not seen any of these games, so
no, me either.
Can't really comment too much, but yeah, I think Charlton will be happy with that one.
We have gone back to our old faithful Agony Ant, which we love. I don't know why we think we've got the answers. Why people think we've got the answers to these, because we're probably the worst people for advice.
I love it. Hey, I don't think we are, actually. I think we're very good for advice.
Let's give it a go. Right. Do you want to do the first one?
Yes. Right. First one. Lost my drive. I've worked really hard to build my career in a male-dominant industry, and I'm proud of what I've achieved. The problem is I used to be so much more ambitious to climb higher, and now I don't feel like that anymore. Do you have any suggestions for how to get my motivation back, or do I just accept this is the way I feel and that priorities change as life moves on?
Ooh. I would say don't accept the way you feel, because you need to be passionate about what you do. Like, yes. If I all of a sudden just hated football and like didn't love it, like I couldn't get up and go to work every day. Like, I love what I do. I love waking up every morning and going to the training ground and playing football. And yeah, there'll be setbacks. Yeah, there'll be ups and downs. Yeah, there'll be difficult times and momentum will swing. But you have to love what you do. And you've done, obviously, it sounds like she's done unbelievably well in her career. So I wouldn't give up. I would keep nailing it. But if you have lost all motivation, maybe it's time to move on.
I agree. I wouldn't ever accept. I mean, we're the type of people that just coming in, I'm just getting a delivery from Mr. Albie James. Bestie luck.
Green beans.
Green beans. Well done, kid. He's got, look at his, I will continue, but please look at this little trolley.
Oh.
Yes, we know it's beans. Wave to Auntie Rachel, look, while you're here. Are you getting down? All right, it's getting the beans. Yeah, I would say same as Rach. I wouldn't accept how you feel. And also, I don't think you should ever just settle for things in life. Life's too short. We only get one life. So, yeah, never just settle. Yeah, green beans. Is that your advice? But I think sometimes, thank you, darling. I think you have to look at maybe why it's gone like that. Do you need to change your environment? Do you need to be in a different workplace? Do you need to be with fresh circle of people? I think sometimes you have to figure out what's making you feel like that. Like Rach said, if I was in a football environment and everything changed and you start to like lose yourself a little bit and think, why am I doing this? Then something has to give, something has to change. It's not necessarily your passion. It's just things move on as well. Like things change, people come and go. So yeah, I'd maybe think about why you're feeling like that. And if you maybe need a change of scenery and move in a different environment, maybe that's it. Or maybe you just don't enjoy that specific job anymore. You might need a fresh start. I think only you can really answer that. But yeah, definitely don't settle. 100% don't settle.
That's why I have a tattoo that says never settle.
Yeah, exactly. Don't settle. Get your drive back, and we wish you all the best.
Yeah, we do. Right, next one. The flatmate situationship. Dear Millie and Rach, my flatmate has a situationship over 4 nights a week. He's there when I get up. He's there when I go to bed. Sounds like a bit of a creep. He uses our milk, eats our food, and hogs the bathroom. I feel like I'm living with a couple I never signed up for. Rent is split 50-50. How do I bring this up without sounding like a total misery? Right, I actually agree that's out of order because you're
not a total misery for bringing it up either.
No, you're not. And if your your roommate doesn't agree, then I just don't.
You've got to have an honest conversation and just maybe go out for food one night and just be like, listen, like, I think we need to talk about like the living situation. Obviously we're 50-50, but that's not how it is. And if, let's say he's called Jeff or whatever, let's say when Jeff's round, like every night or whatever, 4 nights a week, he needs to then be paying his way. Like, it's unfair. Like, that'd piss me off, to be honest. If someone were eating all my food, like, I'd get annoyed at that.
Yeah, you're working, you're paying for the rent, you're paying for the food, and he's eating it.
Also, I don't know how you two came to living together, but if I decide to live with someone and I have, say, like, they were friends before and then they've decided to live together, that's even worse. Like, what? If you want to live with your partner, then go and get your own place. Like, don't...
Yeah, I would try and spin it to, like, me and you. If me and you lived together and you had someone over every night and like... But also, it's quite difficult because if you're not close with the person if I'm not close to the person you're with, I don't then feel comfortable in my own house.
This person says my flatmate. So that makes me think, if they're not friends as well, that makes the situation a little bit different. If me and you got a place and then one of us was bringing someone around all the time, that would be out of line. I would never do that anyway. But say we were just like literally flatmates and we weren't friends or whatever, I think she can bring it up and be like, not that they can't stay, because do you know, if you don't have a friendship with someone, it's then like, well, mind your business. But I think she can still say something and be like, well, hold on a sec, I'm not paying 50% if he's gonna just like eat all the food, use all the hot water, like,
yeah,
and if you feel uncomfortable, you need to bring it up. So it's hard to like fully comment on it when we don't really know hers in a flatmate situation. But the fact that she said flatmate makes me think they're not
that close. Because
if I was living with you, I'd be like, I'm living with my best friend, this is a
but
situation.
I'd still just have the conversation.
I think you still need to have it. I think the finance side of it is good, and just say you feel uncomfortable and it's your area. So if she wants him there that amount of time, then they're gonna have to move out.
Exactly.
Put your foot down.
On to block and delete. We're going to quickly whiz through these, and the ones from the audience are people at work who email you from the desk next to yours. Stupid. That's just stupid. Just pop your head round the corner and say what you want to say.
Sandra, love.
It must take so much longer to type a bloody email than just have that conversation.
Dear Sandra, kind regards.
Yeah, exactly.
I agree. Right, next, when you're on hold for ages, finally get through and then get cut off. Oh, I'm telling you now, I'm not holding for longer than 5 minutes. This happened to me the other day. I was on the phone and then when I was in treatment getting a massage, I was on the phone for something. Really need to sort out. 15 minutes I've been there. And then they went, oh, did you get your call sorted? I went, no, I hung up. They went, Millie, you can't just do that. I went, well, I just did. I'm not waiting any longer. It's ridiculous.
Waiting that long and then get cut off. Nah, it's so frustrating that. I've had that with the bank before. I get so wound up.
Yeah. Well, then guess what? You won't get your payment. Simple.
I agree, Clara.
Get it out.
Next one. People who walk really slowly in front of you and you can't get past.
Yes.
I absolutely agree with that.
Do you know what's even worse? When you say excuse me and go, and I'm like, well, step aside then.
Oh yeah, you've got like a family in the supermarket and they're spread across the width of the aisle. I think Dave said something about that last week.
Yeah, it was like when people look that way and turn the trolley.
He said it, and then I literally went to the shop and it happened to me and I was like, oh.
I just can't stand people that go down. If you're going to stop to the side. Don't stop in the middle and then be like, move along. No, know what you're looking for. Put it in your basket. Shuffle on.
It's going straight in my basket.
Straight in my basket. Right, Rach, what is yours?
For the week?
Mine for the week. Oh.
I'll tell you what mine is.
You go.
I've been doing click and collect at Asda, right? Because I think, just get it done. I can order it on my phone, go pick it up. So I went, and it's like this at anywhere, not just out in Asda, but it's like, we'll substitute if it's not available with something else, right?
I hate that.
And I'm like, right, how have you put that together? Like,
how is it a substitute?
I ordered some rice cakes, yeah? And crackers. I got a box of crackers. Jacob's crackers do not relate at all to rice cakes. You could just give me Snacker Jacks or something. They're like, are you happy with your substitutes? I was like, I don't know what they are yet.
Oh,
and then I ordered some bread, sourdough bread. Well, I get this whole batch of like protein seeded whatever. I'm like, that's not what I've ordered.
Oh, I hate that though.
So that's my block and delete. Just don't do that.
Oh my God, I've had such a good week. I don't have one.
No, that's fine then.
That's maybe a good sign.
That's a good sign. Let's skip it.
Skip it. It's a bloody good week. I don't actually have one.
Well, tell us what you're grateful for then.
I am extremely grateful for my sister Amy for giving me a niece, my little Etere. Honestly, I'm like so in love with her. Like she's just so. I just want to like protect her and just. I can't stop looking at her. I take a million pictures of her every day.
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
But yeah, I'm very, very. My gratitude is family this week because having someone else in the family, like another addition, it's just like I love big families and I love having a lot of people to take care of and knowing that we've all got each other to look after and, you know, Albie's got her to take care of and Vinny and Harvey can take care of each other and yeah, I'm just grateful for that. But I'm really grateful for my sister because she's been outstanding this week and yeah, she's been amazing.
Love that. We love that. Well done, Amy.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Amy.
Thanks a lot.
I am grateful for, you know what, people who stand by you and people who believe in you because, like I said before, it's a rare thing to have those people stand by your side for your whole journey and I just want to acknowledge those people so they know who they are.
I love that. That's important.
Very.
That is very, very important. They do say as you get older, your circle gets smaller and I'm quite all right with that.
Oh, mine's tiny.
Well, Albie agrees as well, if you can't hear him.
Right, thank you for listening to Daily Brightness. As always, please get in touch with us on socials at Daily Brightness. Hope you all have an amazing week. Goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me, and keep subscribing.